In a rapidly evolving political and business landscape, the future roles of prominent figures often take center stage. Recently, speculation has surged regarding Elon Musk's tenure as a special government employee, particularly in light of comments made by President Donald Trump. Sources close to the administration have revealed that Trump has indicated to his inner circle that Musk may soon step back from his governmental role, which is set to end around the end of May 2025. This news arrives at a time when Musk's leadership, particularly in the public sector, has been a source of both innovation and controversy. Musk, known for his transformative work at Tesla and SpaceX, currently serves under a special government employment status which limits his appointment to a maximum of 130 days. While some within the White House have expressed dissatisfaction with Musk's leadership style, which they believe has created divisions among Trump's aides, others staunchly defend his contributions, particularly in the realm of government efficiency. Despite the backlash, Trump remains pleased with Musk's efforts in cost-cutting initiatives across various government departments, noted sources familiar with the situation. Publicly, Trump has acknowledged the likelihood of Musk returning to Tesla, stating, "He's amazing. But I also think he's got a big company to run. At some point he's going to be going back. He wants to." This statement reflects a broader recognition of Musk's dual commitments and the challenges that arise from balancing his corporate responsibilities with public service. However, the situation is complex. While some aides have resigned themselves to the idea that Musk may not face immediate removal from his role, they are also preparing for the end of his special employment term. In direct response to reports suggesting Musk's impending exit, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt pushed back, asserting that both Musk and Trump have expressed intentions for Musk to remain until his work is fully completed. This indicates a nuanced dynamic within the administration characterized by both support and concern regarding Musk's influence. Adding to the complexity of Musk's position is the recent news of a significant decline in Tesla's sales, reported to be the largest drop in the company's history. This development has raised questions about the future of the electric vehicle market and Musk's leadership at Tesla as he navigates not only governmental duties but also the pressures of running a publicly traded company facing heightened competition and regulatory scrutiny. As speculation continues to swirl around Musk's future roles, the impacts of his potential departure from government service could resonate far beyond the confines of the White House. It may signal a shift in how the administration approaches innovation and efficiency in government operations. With Musk's unique blend of technological expertise and entrepreneurial spirit, his next steps will undoubtedly be closely monitored by both political insiders and industry analysts alike. The coming weeks will be pivotal as Musk's term nears its conclusion and decisions about his future are made. As the landscape of American business and politics continues to transform, the implications of Musk's actions and the administration's responses will likely shape discourse on government efficiency and corporate accountability for years to come. The intersection of Musk's innovative vision and the realities of governance will undoubtedly remain at the forefront of public interest. In recent political developments, former President Donald Trump has suggested that Elon Musk's tenure as the head of the Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) may be nearing its end. During a press briefing, Trump expressed his admiration for Musk's contributions while also acknowledging the billionaire's obligations to his extensive business empire. "I think he's been amazing, but I also think he's got a big company to run," Trump remarked, hinting at the inevitable conclusion of Musk's time in government service. As per federal guidelines, Musk's special government employee status will conclude at the end of May unless altered by the administration. Musk, who has taken on the dual role of a senior White House advisor and CEO of prominent companies like Tesla and SpaceX, has been a pivotal figure in Trump's second administration. His leadership at DOGE, which focuses on eliminating wasteful government spending and streamlining operations, has sparked both praise and criticism. Critics argue that Musk's close ties to the federal government and his financial interests in government contracts might create significant conflicts of interest. Under Musk's guidance, DOGE has aggressively pursued cuts to federal programs and workforce reductions, a strategy that Trump has described as revolutionary. At a certain point I think it will end, but they have also gotten a big education, he said, referring to the cabinet secretaries who will inherit the cost-cutting responsibilities once Musk departs. While some officials view Musk's work as groundbreaking, others caution that these aggressive measures could undermine the very efficiency they aim to achieve. Musk's influence extends beyond mere fiscal policy. He has become a recognizable figure in the Trump administration, often using his platform on social media to communicate and advocate for White House initiatives. His involvement has led to polarized public opinions, with a recent NBC News poll indicating that 51% of Americans hold negative views of him while only 39% view him positively. This growing discontent is reflected in the declining sales and stock values of Tesla, which have been marred by incidents of vandalism and violence directed at its facilities. In parallel, local governments such as the Tulsa County Commissioners are now seeking to emulate DOGE's principles by establishing their own efficiency offices. The new Office of Government Efficiency and Transparency (OGT) aims to enhance local governance through improved communication and operational audits. This reflects a broader trend where government entities at various levels are attempting to adopt strategies that prioritize efficiency, transparency, and responsiveness to the public's needs. However, critics of DOGE argue that Musk's approach may not be as beneficial as advertised. They point to the potential dangers of privatizing government functions, warning that this trend could lead to a system where contractors wield undue influence over public policy. Musk himself has faced scrutiny for his dual role as a contractor and a policymaker, with concerns that his business interests might dictate government priorities. As Musk's tenure at DOGE appears to be winding down, the future of government efficiency initiatives remains uncertain. Will the administration's efforts to streamline operations bear fruit, or will they lead to further complications within the federal structure? As discussions around the privatization of government functions continue, the implications of Musk's influence and the operational strategies of DOGE will likely shape the public discourse on governance in the months and years to come. With Trump's unwavering support for Musk and the uncertainty surrounding his potential exit from DOGE, stakeholders within the political and business realms will be closely monitoring developments as they unfold. In a turbulent political landscape, the intersection of technology and personal values has never been more pronounced. Recent reports indicate that former President Donald Trump has suggested to his inner circle that Elon Musk, the controversial CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, may soon exit his roles at the helm of these influential companies. This speculation raises questions not only about Musk's future in the tech industry but also the profound impact of his political affiliations on Tesla's brand and its community of users. Musk's recent political maneuvers, supporting figures like Trump and far-right politicians internationally, have polarized opinions among Tesla owners and the broader consumer base. A notable narrative emerging from Tesla's community is the disillusionment of loyal customers who once viewed the brand as a beacon of innovation and sustainability. As reported by a Tesla owner reflecting on their experience, the initial excitement of owning a cutting-edge electric vehicle has waned significantly due to Musk's shifting political stance. It felt like the future, the owner remarked when recalling their first interactions with the Tesla Model S. However, the sentiment has soured as the owner now grapples with the implications of Musk's public persona and political affiliations. Sales data corroborate this trend, with Tesla experiencing a notable 13% decline in sales early this year. This downturn is not merely a blip on the radar but reflects a broader consumer sentiment that is increasingly intertwined with corporate ethics and leadership. Protests against Musk's leadership have erupted globally, with over 200 demonstrations reported outside Tesla facilities, highlighting a growing disconnect between the brand's image and its CEO's actions. The owner articulated this sentiment succinctly, expressing a feeling of being trapped with a vehicle that was once a source of pride, now overshadowed by the political ramifications of its leader. The backlash against Musk's politics has also permeated social media platforms. where Tesla owners have begun to voice their discomfort within community forums. Discussions that once centered around travel tips and vehicle maintenance have shifted to debates about political ideologies. This transformation has left many questioning their loyalty to a brand that for some has become synonymous with divisive politics. "We're not interested in your politics" has been a common retort in these online discussions, underscoring the tension between personal beliefs and consumer choices. As the conversation around Tesla evolves, so too does the perception of electric vehicles in general. Many consumers are reconsidering their purchases and potential switch to alternative brands, especially as the resale value of Teslas begins to plummet. The same owner noted, "I would boycott the company if buying a car from scratch," reflecting a growing sentiment among consumers who feel their values do not align with those of the company's leadership. Looking ahead, the future of Tesla and its position in the electric vehicle market hangs in the balance. If Musk were to depart from his roles, it could usher in a new era for Tesla, one potentially more aligned with the values of its customer base. However, until such changes materialize, the tension between Musk's personal politics and the company's mission to drive sustainable technology forward remains a significant challenge. As consumers increasingly seek brands that resonate with their values, Tesla faces the dual challenge of maintaining its innovative edge while addressing the discontent brewing within its community. Whether Musk's political affiliations will continue to overshadow the brand or if a shift in leadership could restore consumer confidence remains to be seen. Space exploration is on the brink of a new era marked by an increasing number of launches and a growing competitive landscape. On April 3, 2025, both SpaceX and NASA are poised for significant projects at Cape Canaveral, promising an exciting day for the space industry. Meanwhile, the landscape of space launch services is shifting as emerging rivals challenge SpaceX's long-held dominance. SpaceX, the trailblazer of commercial spaceflight, has achieved remarkable success in its relatively short existence. The company, founded by Elon Musk in 2002, has captured an astonishing 87% of the U.S. orbital launch market, as reported by Space News. With its Falcon 9 rocket, SpaceX has not only secured a substantial share of NASA's contracts but has also become a preferred launch provider for commercial clients. In 2024 alone, SpaceX executed over 130 launches, establishing it as a formidable player in both government and private sectors. However, the competitive landscape is changing. New entrants are emerging, aiming to carve out a slice of the lucrative launch market. Companies such as Rocket Lab and Blue Origin are developing rockets intended to rival SpaceX's offerings. Rocket Lab's Neutron rocket, slated for its first launch in late 2025, aims to directly compete with the Falcon 9, while Blue Origin's New Glenn has recently completed its inaugural mission, positioning itself as a serious contender. Chris Combs, an aerospace engineer at the University of Texas at San Antonio, emphasizes the importance of this competition. "More players in the market is good for competition. I think for the foreseeable future it will still be hard to compete with SpaceX on price." Nevertheless, he acknowledges that these challengers could push SpaceX to enhance its services, ultimately benefiting those seeking access to space. The rise of competitors can be attributed to several factors, including a growing demand for launch services and significant investments from private backers. These companies are motivated to innovate and offer alternatives to SpaceX's existing capabilities. For instance, Firefly Aerospace has secured contracts with NASA and the U.S. Space Force while also achieving notable milestones such as a successful lunar landing. Similarly, United Launch Alliance's Vulcan Centaur rocket is set to launch multiple missions, including a critical deployment for the Space Force. Despite these advancements, the challenge for emerging companies remains steep. SpaceX has established a high degree of vertical integration, allowing it to maintain control over its supply chain and significantly reduce costs. This advantage, combined with its proven track record, makes it difficult for newcomers to gain a foothold. Victoria Sampson, a space policy expert, notes, "SpaceX would not exist without a huge influx of repeated government contracts. They are still dependent on government customers. As the market evolves, global competitors are also making strides. In Europe, the Ariane 6 rocket has completed its inaugural flight, marking a successful step toward reducing dependence on SpaceX. In Asia, China is racing to develop its own robust launch capabilities, aiming to challenge both American and European companies in the near future. With multiple commercial space launch companies emerging in China, experts suggest that they could potentially undercut Western competitors on pricing. Amidst this backdrop of competition, geopolitical tensions are also rising, particularly concerning SpaceX's Starlink satellite constellation. A report from the Secure World Foundation reveals that both Russia and China are ramping up their electronic warfare capabilities to target Starlink, reflecting the increasing reliance on space-based networks for military and strategic communications. The report highlights Russia's Starlink killer systems, which are designed to disrupt satellite communications, and China's investments in counterspace technologies aimed at commercial satellite systems. As SpaceX prepares for its upcoming launch, it faces not only competition from new and established players but also scrutiny regarding its regulatory practices and environmental impact. The complexities of the political landscape, coupled with the intense competition, will likely shape the future of commercial spaceflight in the coming years. In conclusion, while SpaceX currently enjoys a commanding lead in the launch market, the emergence of new competitors and evolving geopolitical dynamics hints at a rapidly changing landscape. As we look ahead to 2025, the interplay between innovation, competition, and regulatory frameworks will be crucial in determining how the space industry will unfold in the years to come. The potential for increased access to space through a diverse array of launch options may well redefine the future of exploration and commercial ventures beyond our planet. In a vivid exchange that underscores the ongoing rivalry between tech titans, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has labeled Elon Musk's social media platform X, formerly Twitter, as a negative platform. This commentary comes amid a wave of positive sentiment generated by OpenAI's recent updates to its ChatGPT product, particularly the GPT-4o version, which has sparked a viral trend of users creating Ghibli-style images in homage to the renowned Japanese animation studio Studio Ghibli. Altman's remarks were shared in response to a user's observation on X about the joy brought by this creative trend. The user, Sohail Ahmed, noted a refreshing wave of positivity on the platform, which has often been criticized for its negativity. Altman responded, "This is generally a quite negative platform, so I am happy we were able to bring some joy temporarily." This exchange highlights Altman's relief that OpenAI's innovations could provide a brief respite from the often toxic discourse prevalent on social media. The Ghibli craze, fueled by the capabilities of the GPT-4o update, has captivated users, allowing them to generate intricate and whimsical images reminiscent of popular Ghibli films such as Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle. The update not only enhances text rendering but also enables the model to process more complex prompts, showcasing OpenAI's commitment to improving user experience and creativity in AI applications. However, this positive development is juxtaposed against a backdrop of tension between Altman and Musk. The two have a history of public jabs, particularly regarding Musk's recent attempts to acquire OpenAI. Earlier this year, Musk, along with a group of investors, made a bid to purchase the AI company, claiming it was necessary to prevent OpenAI from transitioning into a for-profit enterprise. Altman firmly rejected the offer, asserting that OpenAI is not for sale and describing Musk's move as an effort to slow us down. Musk's reaction included a legal challenge, suggesting that the rejection of his proposal was a breach of fiduciary duty. Adding to the complexity of their rivalry, Musk's X has recently filed a lawsuit against the Indian government, alleging misuse of censorship powers through a newly established portal designed to block harmful content. This legal action indicates Musk's ongoing struggle to navigate the regulatory landscape while expanding his business interests in India, particularly with Tesla and Starlink. As Musk's companies begin to establish a foothold in India, the ramifications of this lawsuit could have significant implications for his operations in the region. The tension between Musk's ambitions and Altman's achievements is emblematic of the broader challenges faced by technology leaders in today's volatile digital landscape. As Altman continues to celebrate the creative successes of OpenAI, the future remains uncertain for both him and Musk as they navigate the intricate interplay of innovation competition and regulatory hurdles. The developments in their ongoing rivalry will undoubtedly shape the future of AI technology and social media platforms alike. In a groundbreaking development for neurotechnology, Neuralink has officially expanded its patient registry, allowing individuals from around the world to participate in its brain-computer interface (BCI) trials. This initiative is particularly aimed at those suffering from quadriplegi, offering them a chance to explore innovative methods of computer control through thought alone. The announcement, made via a recent post on X, formerly Twitter, highlights Neuralink's commitment to democratizing access to its transformative technology. The Neuralink patient registry is now open globally. If you have quadriplegia and are interested in exploring groundbreaking ways to control a computer using your thoughts, you can now sign up from anywhere in the world, the company stated. Interested patients can easily register by submitting their email through Neuralink's patient portal. Neuralink is currently conducting 2 feasibility trials, the PRIME study and the Convoy study. While the company has not specified which trial the new registry will support, it is anticipated that participants will primarily engage with the PRIME study. This study focuses on the Link brain-computer interface, a device designed to facilitate the control of computers and other devices using neural signals. The Convoy study, on the other hand, investigates brain-controlled assistive robotic devices which could significantly enhance the autonomy of individuals with mobility impairments. In previous updates, Neuralink showcased the experiences of participants in the PRIME study, including individuals like Conrad, Alex, and Brad, who reported significant improvements in their quality of life through the use of the Link device. Alex in particular has taken part in both studies, demonstrating the potential of the technology to empower users to interact with their environment in unprecedented ways. As Neuralink explained, RA control expands autonomy beyond smart devices and could allow people with paralysis to perform tasks in daily life such as feeding themselves and handling physical objects. The global launch of the patient registry is a significant milestone for Neuralink, marking a step toward its broader vision of merging human cognition with technology. With the PRIME and Convoy studies progressing, the company is poised to redefine assistive solutions for those with severe mobility challenges. This expansion not only enhances the potential participant pool but also underscores Neuralink's dedication to advancing neurotechnology on a global scale. As the company continues to make strides in its research, the implications of its work extend beyond just individual patients. Neuralink's technology could pave the way for future innovations in human-machine interaction, potentially enabling applications that were once relegated to the realm of science fiction. With the registry now open, the coming months could bring exciting developments as more individuals gain the opportunity to experience the capabilities of the Link interface firsthand. Looking ahead, the success of these trials could usher in a new era of neurotechnology, reshaping how we think about assistive devices and human capabilities. Neuralink's vision is articulated by CEO Elon Musk of not only restoring lost functions but also enhancing human abilities is ambitious, yet the groundwork being laid today could very well lead to a future where thought-controlled technology becomes a reality for many.